The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Greer looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Darnold. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd and 10, Greer. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd and long. Greer, he's going to float this one deep and got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Watch the ball. So Mike's number 1, Mike's number 1. Go. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Mike 1. Mike 1. Hey, here we go. Watch the Let's go.
Here's Greer. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
So
Greer on first down. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does him
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Another try after the first down sack. Greer eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 61 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. First down, Greer. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. To throw is Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Darnold. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Here we go.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now on 2nd and 13. Greer, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going deep for Brown. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Safety's creeping.
Back to the air. Greer on 2nd down. That ball complete to Isabella. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Greer now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Go. Alpha. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Greer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Go.
A play fake. Now Greer to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jerry Tillery, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Greer, and he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On now is the Packers punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. And now this pass brought in by Brown. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And the Toronto first down.
58 the money. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing again on second and 10. Darnold setting up the screen for Cook. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Roosters take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
90, Wolf. That's the run. Tie that left, tie that left. Three down, three down. Check three, check three. Blue draw corkers. Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
AT Gator, 6'6", bullet high.
Midfield. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And to give this time to the tailback. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch it, switch it. Gone, gone. Kill. No. Off. Hey! Yep. Go. Five.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Tighten up. Protein spill. Go.
Here we go on 4th down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Check. Lucky. He's checking. He's 22 jet bomber. Here we go.
Operating in the red zone now, Greer. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Get it.
2nd and 10. Here's Greer again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Topper! Check 99. Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crap.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. He finds Hopkins complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, Darnold. Got a man. It's Brown. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Come on,
go!
Fire's the mic.
Darnold from the red zone now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up